Florida. It's not only my home, it's also one of my favorite places to fish. And on this trip, I'm headed down to do some Κι West snorkel fishing. Should be fun, right? I'm gonna be fishing with Robert of Finn's Dive Center, and he's promised me that if weather cooperates, we should be able to get on some fish. Sounds good to me. Snorkel fishing. Sounds interesting, huh? Well, basically, you actually get into the water with the fish. Almost like spear fishing, but you're still using traditional fishing equipment. I've never done anything like this before. I'm super excited, but I just hope I don't get eaten by a shark. Upon arrival, I can already feel some harsh winds. Robert specifically mentioned that to go snorkel fishing, we need calm winds, and that's something we don't have. So after discussing it further with him, we decided to put off snorkel fishing until the weather clears in the coming days. But in the meantime, I plan to stay closer to inshore, do some good old-fashioned light tackle fishing, and catch dinner. And we're off. Now y'all know me. You know I don't like using live bait. But with the wind blowing 30 knots, Robert suggests we grab some. So I'm game. As you can see, it was a good thing we ditched the snorkel fishing today. Now, the plan is to fish near some man-made spoil islands to get out of this wind. As much as I dislike bad weather, I'm not gonna let it stop me from getting out on the water and doing some fishing.
We're gonna anchor up, and hopefully we can kind of get a stable footing and kick the day off.
If it weren't for this wind, you know I wouldn't be using live bait. But sometimes, you gotta know when to fold.
It's on. I don't know how big he is. He's a fish. He's a fish. Yeah. Grouper bait, yellowtail snapper. We're gonna use him for bait.
One down, a couple more to go.
They call what they call me. They call me the yellowtail master. The yellowtail master. At least we'll have more yellowtail to eat today. It's one of the few fish that I will eat.
That's right, I'm a picky eater.
All right. Watch out, I'm gonna put them here.
But these yellowtail are tasty.
Oh, you got the rod first. It doesn't matter what you want to catch or not. So your brother convinced us that he's gonna sit there and just keep throwing chum in the water, and we're gonna sit here and keep catching yellowtail, and then we're gonna build a bite, and then I'm gonna catch a 200-pound tiger shark.
Building the bite basically means that the fish don't like to eat alone. We catch some smaller fish, and the bigger fish start to get curious.
Building the bite.
Before you know it, the frenzy picks up, and we're eating good tonight. At least, that's the plan.
And they said size don't matter. Well, liars! That's a monster yellowtail. Nice yellowtail.
Yellowtail, right?
So we can eat. There you go. Gotta get one of those.
I've had a lot of rough weather days on the water, but today was some of the roughest conditions I've been in.
All right, oh God. And every time I try to talk and move around, I almost die. I fall over the edge of the boat.
People don't realize how much wind factors into a good day of fishing. I was getting bounced around like a basketball.
Fall off this boat. We're recreating a perfect storm.
So, the bite's building, the fish are getting bigger, but the waves are too. Hopefully we'll be able to get some bigger fish before the boat sinks. After getting my footing and continuing to build the bite, something ate my bait, and my drag starts screaming. Now we're talking.
Bleeding them out so you can do some sashimi? Yeah.
That's a world record.
This fight's good, doesn't it?
Talk about a bonita. That was a crazy fight. And as bad as the wind is, we stuck the cooler full of yellowtail, I'm starting to get real hungry.
Man, look, man, we killed this spot. I mean, the weather, a little bit rough out here, but to get out here and be out here, we caught a bunch of big yellowtail.
Some flags, some, big ones.
Came ahead with the goal, man. We caught fish, had a good time. We're gonna run back inside right now and see what we can get.
Yep.
Time for Chris to show me a thing or two about cleaning fish.
I'm not a real big fish eater, but I'll eat small yellowtail, have them fry it. It'd be good. So I never was really big into filleting fish. How'd you get into filleting and doing that?
I was always bored watching my dad cut them when I was a kid, and I asked him one day, teach me how to do it, and that was a mistake. every time you show up, he wants you to cut fish.
That's so funny, because my dad told me when I was little, he was like, if you keep it, you clean it. And I didn't keep any fish. I don't care what they were, red ear, sockeye, whatever, I'm right back in the water. Said, if you jump in there right now and you grab one of those sharks, put it on this dock, I'll give you 10 grand.
What?
10 grand.
10 grand?
10 grand. No, because I know you'll do it. I know you were all in. How you doing, fella? You all right? Sure.
What you got today?
The yellowtail fried.
Okay.
Yeah, the yellowtail.
The cool thing about fishing in Key West is you can bring your catch to many local restaurants and have them cook it up any way you'd like, right then and there.
Oh yeah, this is big time. Straight call.
If you find a bone, punch me in the face.
We're going in for it.
No bones, just tasty, fresh yellowtail.
Oh yeah. Look, it just falls off.
Cheers, y'all.
To a great day of
A
fishing.
great day, man. I appreciate you guys so much.
My belly is full, I'm feeling good. Now it's time to see what kind of fun we can get into.